Welcome back to UAV design. Let's continue with our screws here. So last time we created this screw here and all these lines. So let's go back to our screw and let's add our fillet to this screw, and that looks good. I'm going to check that. And then I'm going to sketch on this face. I'm going to add one of these and just grab a center and then come it out somewhere about there. Okay. And let's add a dimension to that. And let's make that 1. 1 is too much. So let's make that into 0.7. That's perfect. So I'm going to check that. And I'm just going to extrude cut this screw. Maybe 0.4. Okay. Alright, so we got one of the screws done. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go to all of these, and once I'm done with all of these, and then we're going to mirror over. See you back when I've done all 4 of them, all 5 of them. Welcome back to UAV design. So once you created all your screws, let's just mirror it over. And of course we're going to select front plane, and then we want to choose all our screws. So let's see. And we're going to all our bodies. Okay. So that's good, we don't have any surface issues. So now that we mirrored over all our bodies and screws, that's good, I like that. So let's save that. Make sure you always save your project. So you work on something for a long time and then you could lose by the system freeze on you. Okay. So what else could we do with this head? So let's have a look. What else on there? There's really one more thing on there, is the spike that's coming out from the head. Oh, I don't think it's coming out from the top of this cap, but we will have a look. I'm probably going to add it to this tip. So let's go back to our model. We did save that. Okay, let's save that. We can now close out of this. Okay, and just wait for our model to come back. Okay. Okay, so that's our model. And what we can do here is probably we can do a little bit of shell on this face. And let's do a 1. And let's see what happens. I'm not going to leave that. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm not going to do the shell. So what I'm going to do still in this, before we put the head back on, is we're just going to add some visual computer systems on this thing. So let's create a plane, and then we're going to create this plane off of the top plane. Okay, it's up there. Okay, I'm going to check that. That's good. I'm going to sketch on this top plane. And let's just add some random boxes for computer systems. Right, so let's one here, a big one here, one here, and we add like a some sort of cylinder shape, but here, something like that. And then we add another box, another cylinder shape in the front there. That's good. So let's just extrude all of these. Just have fun with it, I guess. And let's change the direction of that extrude. And we're gonna go up to face, up to surface, up to this surface, and press again that. And then we already have a plane. It's going from this side to that side, so let's have a look. Not plane 22. Plane 20. Yep, plane 20. So let's bring up to plane 20. Show that. Sketch on that. And then we are just going to make a sketch, make a line. And we're just gonna cut like that. Bring up. And then close a sketch. And then we can bring this down. That's fine. We don't need any more sketch on that. And bring this even lower. So that's good. Something like that. Okay. So now we're going to extrude, cut this whole thing out. Let's change the direction of that. And press OK. So now we have these sort of electronic boxes. Let's hide these planes. So we can add some wires. Okay. So straight away, let's turn these into some sort of domes. So let's add a fillet on that, maybe 1 or 2, 3 probably. Yeah, that's it. Add about this one. And we do that after. Press OK on that. And then we add another one on this one. 6. That's good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create some wires that going from here to here. So let's sketch on this. Let's just simply create some wires here. Okay. And then let's make all of these wires the same size. Hold Control and select them all. And let's press equal. Okay, we can move apart some of it. Okay, that's good. Okay, press OK on that. And then let's add a dimension to these. Let's make that 1.5, so the other wires is going to be 1.5 as well. Okay, 1.5 is good. And then press OK on that, exit the sketch. And then we're going to draw wires on this one. And let's do that. One here, one here, one here, one here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's select these sketches, make them equal, and add a dimension to them. It's 1.5. So 1.5. Okay, good. Okay, and then all we have to do now is grab some, exit the sketch, and we're gonna go into sketch and we're gonna go 3D sketch and grab our splines, grab our spline, and we're just gonna go from here to here, and then we're just gonna add some more splines. I'm gonna go from this point to this point. Let's bring this spline up, something like that, and we later manipulate it even more. Okay, so let's add more. From this one to this one. Let's bring that up. And from this one to this one. Let's bring it up about there. That's good. And then we select from this line to this line. And then let's bring that up. Okay. And now if we go in here, all the wires seem to be pointing one direction. So let's adjust these wires a little bit and make them a little bit smaller. Make sure they fit inside the... not going to come out too much. And also make sure they're not crossing each other too much. Okay, that's good. And now we're gonna go check that. And we're just gonna go into surfaces, and it's going to do some swept surfaces. So let's choose all of this, and for path we're gonna choose that line. So it's done. Right, so let's go let's do it differently, right? So let's do a swap. Let's select the or instead let's do a loft. Alright, so let's do a loft. Let's select the profiles. Let's select this guy and this guy. Now instead, let's go back to swap. So let's select this one. Instead, let's go back here and then clear selection, see if we can selection manager. Let's just select this one. And then selection manager, we're just gonna take this line. And let's bring it all the way into where we want it. So that's good enough. I'm gonna say okay on that. So we need to bring back our sketches. Show that. Show that. Okay, so I'm gonna do this with all of the wires here, and once I've done it, I will be back. Okay, so once you have all done all your wires, yeah, it kind of look. You know, if you spend some more time with it, you know, it comes out. It's just visual. However, you can go back and just adjust the arms here, and you can adjust your wires exactly how you want it. We added an extra feature for some sort of heatsink, and well, the last thing I want to do with this one is I want to get back the cap here. So let's go back here. Edit this feature, and we're going to go to add that back. Okay, let's go back. Let's do it again. Edit feature. Okay, so we finish this in the next tutorial. See you then. Bye.